of Las Vegas. Give yourselves a big hand for being here right now for 2026 Riman Las Vegas Convention. Just like Ms. Betty Perez showed us all the new exciting products coming up between September to November. Mr. Jermaine Johnson talked about the Botalab travel kit. This is what the travel kit pouch looks like. It is the most beautiful travel kit that has arrived in Riman World yet. And the bottles, the miniature bottles, just like the full-size bottles, is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait. Just like Mr. Jermaine Johnson, as many of you know, I travel a lot. Every time I get home, I have to refill on some ugly bottles that I bought at Target before. But now I don't have to do that no more with Botalab travel kit that's just coming, which we're really excited about. I know many of you have been part of Riman community for the past couple of years since we started our expansion into United States and North America just March of 2023. But I also know that many of you have recently partnered with Riman Opportunity and joined the community. I mean, maybe this year in 2026 or maybe sometime in 2025. I'm just curious, how many of you, this is your very first time attending Riman Convention? Can I see your hands? Oh, wow, so many of you. Can we give them a big hand? We welcome you to Riman community. We welcome you to this opportunity. And I know that many exciting products, exciting compensation and exciting trainings, and many of the leaders that you got to spend time with, you probably, were starting with maybe small ideas and small satisfaction and small transformation and a little bit of different experiences that you could have. But I know that by being here at our Riman convention, getting to interact with all the leaders and hearing it directly from our founder, Chairman On. Didn't we absolutely enjoy our time with him this morning? Can we give him another big hand of appreciation? Thank you very much. And I know, how many of you were at the senior manager and above leadership training yesterday? Can I see your hands? Okay. Yesterday, we learned to speak Korean, for those of you who were here. And we learned the second word, which was love you. Does anybody remember how to say I love you in Korean? 사랑해요. With all the new products that they just prepared for us, and for our chairman who created this opportunity for us, can we say that word together? Can we say that word together in Korean to our chairman, Chairman On? Is that okay in count of three? You guys remember? If you don't know, ask the person next to you, how do you say it in Korean? All right, you guys ready? All right, let's do this. In count of 1, 2, 3. 사랑해요, Chairman On. Can we give him another big hand and show him our appreciation? I know, being in North America, we only get to see him physically once or twice a year, but I could tell you, all the products that you just saw that there are going to be released in September through November, for them to prepare every single one of those products, it's not a 10-day project. It's not a 10-week project. Many of those products, they literally develop, night and day, day in and day out for months, if not years of preparation to develop the products that we're about to have launched in North America market in September through November. And we truly appreciate their leadership. Now, on top of the product announcements, we have more exciting things. We have more things happening in our opportunity right now. And some of the exciting things that's currently happening, some of you are already familiar with, is our travel program that we have going on. And many, just like we heard today, we make different. Riman does everything different, our products and our opportunity, but we could tell you also that we travel different. And Riman Travel Point Retreat Program that is currently going this year. In case you're new to our opportunity, I want to tell you, this is for all Americas, all of you from North America, Central America, Latin America, South America, everybody in America. We're all working to earn our travel points together because we're going to be heading out to Bahamas in 2027 spring. And you could collect travel points from February all the way to December of this year. And there are 4 tiers that you could qualify for. You could get 1,000 travel points to qualify yourself to go to the retreat. You could get just 500 travel points more to qualify for second tier, where you get to go and you get to get up to $500 in airfare reimbursement. And if you just do a little more and get 2,500 travel points, you could earn a retreat to Bahamas, you plus one, and you could get up to $1,000 airfare reimbursement. And if you just do a little more and achieve 3,000 travel point by at the end of the year, you could earn a trip for you plus one and up to $2,000 airfare reimbursement so you could fly to Bahamas in style. And we have almost 5 months left in 2026. I believe it is plenty of time. Tell the person sitting next to you, it's plenty of time. There's enough time for everybody to qualify for Bahamas so we could have great time together in the Bahamas. When we come to convention, we're all dressed nice, dressed sharp, and we get to have business meetings like this. But when we go to retreat, everybody's in shorts and everybody is relaxing, casual, and we're just having great time, fellowshipping each other. And we want you to be there with us in the Bahamas in spring of 2027. Who's going to be going to Bahamas with us in spring of 2027? I know we're having fun in Las Vegas. I know for a fact we're going to be having more fun in the Bahamas. How do you earn these travel points? Every time a customer orders, every time monthly as a team leader or director, when you have monthly certain amount of volume qualification, like today at the convention, you're going to learn a little bit about the convention packages that you could earn additional travel points with. When you rank advanced to manager, senior manager, all the ranks, you could earn additional travel points. And when you could develop leaders in your team by developing senior manager, you could also earn travel points. So there are many ways to earn and collect these travel points, and we want to encourage you to go to your back office, look at the travel point tracker to make sure you understand where you are now, and you could start collecting more travel points towards your Bahamas retreat. So we look forward to seeing you in Bahamas spring of 2027. It's going to be awesome to celebrate with leaders from the United States, Canada. This is our first time we're doing a retreat together with leaders from Mexico, Chile, Peru, Colombia, all the markets in the Americas. It's going to be awesome. Second retreat that is happening right now is something that all of you also could qualify for. This is the first time that we're not doing a country or regional. This is the first time we're having a global retreat together, which is a global director retreat that we're preparing for right now. Now, this is exciting because all the directors and above could participate in this global director retreat. And the very first global retreat for the directors that we're going to have is going to be in the fall of 2027 in Dubai. Now, I've never been to Dubai. I have some friends that have spent a lot of time in Dubai. They told me how beautiful they are. You know what I just recently read is, you know the MGM hotel we're in right now? Guess what they're building in Dubai. I heard that Wynn is building in Dubai. I heard that Aria is also preparing to launch in Dubai. I mean, it's one of the fastest growing cities, and I believe that we're going to have a great time there. And all you have to do is become a director by at the end of this year. And you could qualify to join us on our very first global director retreat, which means leaders all the way from Europe, all the way from Asia, and all the leaders in America that qualify for this are going to be having great time together in Dubai. There are 3 tiers. Just by becoming a director, as a new director, well, there are 3 tiers. that you could qualify for you plus one. All director retreat qualifiers, it's you plus another person. You could get up to $2,000 airfare reimbursement. If you meet the requirement of tier 2, you get up to $4,000 airfare reimbursement. And if you qualify for the tier 3, you get up to $10,000 in airfare reimbursement, so you could fly there in style to the max. And on top of that, you're going to have a hotel upgrade on the availability. So how does that work? There are 3 different tiers that you could qualify for. If you become a director this year, you automatically qualify for the first tier. If you become a senior director this year, you automatically qualify for the second tier. If you become a national director this year, you automatically qualify for the third tier. And for existing directors and above, just by your open group production volume for the whole year from January to December, that you could count for the whole year production towards these 3 tiers. And I want to encourage all of you to really go after it and try it, because we still have almost 5 months left in 2026, and we would love to see you in Dubai for our very first global director retreat. Now, one of the trips that everybody talks about and everybody asks me all the time, every time I'm doing a tour, I just finished the 13 countries tour this summer. And everywhere I go, if I go to Spain, if I go to Italy or Chile, Colombia, Peru, Mexico, and all the markets, they always ask me, man, how is Jeju Island? How is that Riman village? How is that Riman campus? How is the smart farm? I want to one day I want to experience Jeju. And people tell me this all the time. And I will let you know that we have something really exciting happening, because until now, only way you could actually experience Riman in Jeju is for you to become a director. We had a promotion past couple of years where you became a brand new director. We did our director retreat in Jeju Island, so you could experience Riman campus, Riman village, and experience Jeju Island. And we had some special times. Matter of fact, I think we actually have a highlight video of the last director's retreat in Jeju Island. Can we roll the video? Riman forever. It was unbelievable. Yes. How many of you would love to visit Jeju Island and experience? And until now, only way for you to participate in experiencing Jeju Island, experiencing Riman in Jeju Island, was for you to become a director. And as I travel and interact with many leaders, everybody's saying, man, I wish I could see it sooner. If I could see and experience Riman campus and the smart farm, I think I could become a director faster. How many of you had those thoughts before? You're like, I don't know if I could wait until I become a director to experience Jeju Island. I want to experience faster. So Riman has decided to start and prepare a complete new way to experience Jeju Island. And we are preparing what's called All New Jeju Experience Tour. And this Jeju Experience Tour, which is going to be in April of 2027, this will be all Western market of Americas, North America, Latin America, and Europe. And this program will give you a chance to experience and explore Jeju Island, Riman Campus Tour, Riman Village Tour, Ask Base Tour, Jeju Island Tour, and special trainings and events locally in Jeju Island. And this is going to be an Jeju experience package that all senior managers and above could purchase like a travel package to actually experience Jeju. And I cannot believe how they're preparing this, because this first one around, including Riman Campus Tour, including Riman Village Tour, including Jeju Island Tour, including all group transportations and group meals and entertainment for the 4 nights and 5 days that this program is going to include. They're going to have a special Jeju Experience Tour package, all inclusive, for $1,500 that senior managers could actually book and participate. Now, listen carefully. To manage, I know everybody's like, oh, I'm all going, but we got to make sure that we can manage through a good experience. The first one is going to be in April of 2027. And it will be for first 300 people to register. And qualification is you just got to be a senior manager and above to be able to participate. And that $1,500 package includes all the transportation, meals, and the hotel on the island of Jeju. Obviously, you get yourself to Jeju Island. And we didn't want to open up the registration today because we wanted to give you a chance to work with your team, prepare with your team, plan with your team. Maybe you want to go with your 5 or 10 or 20 people from your team and organize together. So we're going to start taking RSVP for this Jeju Experience Tour starting October 1st, okay? So starting October 1st, so we have enough time. If you have partners in your team, not a senior manager yet, they have enough time. They could become a senior manager prior, and you want to prepare maybe 10, 20, maybe some of you even bigger group that you want to prepare and go as a group together. It's almost like booking a group travel together. But instead of going to some random place there, you're just having vacation of, but you get to actually experience Riman and Jeju Island to the fullest. How many of you are excited about this? Okay. How many of you think if you brought 10 people from your team, that you help to become senior manager between now and at the end of September, and you on October 1st, before he sells out, I anticipate this to be sold out on October 1st. I think it will be almost like one of those BTS ticket purchasing moments. You know, like I anticipate this to happen literally in minutes. So preparing you and your team between now until September, as soon as the site goes live on October 1st for the Jeju Experience Camp, I want to encourage you to do it because you don't want to be left out on this first program. And now, if it gets sold out, when it gets sold out, don't worry, we're going to have more of these programs as next schedules upcoming. Does that make sense? So October 1st is when the RSVP begins. Start preparing it now. I know some of you are thinking, man, I wish I became a director before, because if I did it, then I just would have went. But I have a good news for you. Well, let me see who I'm talking to first. Who's planning to be a director soon? Anybody on a director run right now? Anybody planning to be a director in 2026? Can I see your hands if you're planning to be a director? Okay. So let me talk to all the leaders that are planning to be a director in near future. You could RSVP on October 1st, but if you become a new director, if you become a director prior to the Jeju experience trip, if you become a director prior to Jeju experience trip, well, your all expense in Jeju, $1,500 package will be reimbursed to you. So you're going for free. And on top of that, because you're a director, up to $2,500 in airfare will be a reimbursement to you. And on top of that, all 300 people, Riman Village, unfortunately, occupancy isn't 300. So because of it, we get to tour. We get to tour Riman Village. We get to experience the spa and cafe and the tour, but we don't get to all stay there. However, if you're the first 48 people that are new directors going to Jeju, you're gonna get a chance to stay at Riman Village for becoming a director. So if you become a director before this Jeju Experience Camp, you could actually get reimbursement for the experience tour and the airfare and stay at Riman Village. It's gonna be awesome. Who's planning to become a director and go to Jeju Island, even at a more fun experience of staying at Riman Village? It's gonna be awesome. Today, this afternoon, you're gonna see new directors getting recognized for achieving the position recently, and they're all gonna be going on this trip together to Jeju Island. Now, global expansion, 2026, beginning of the year, the company told us that this will be a year of expansion. This will be a year of growth. And this year, we've been expanding into new markets faster and stronger than anything I have ever seen. And global expansion that has brought more opportunities and brought our products and our opportunity and our community and our system and our leadership to so many different markets in 2026, and it is still happening right now. Riman started just 8 years ago, like Chairman On said, in 2018 in Korea. In 2023, 3.5 years ago, right here in Las Vegas, we celebrated launch of North America for Riman. And since then, the expansion continued. And today, we're operating in 18 countries, in 4 continents of Asia, North America, Latin America, and Europe. Now, North America, as we started our United States operation, as we opened up local products and opportunity for Canada, it's been exciting, but there was this one area in North America we haven't been able to operate locally yet because of some of different regulations with French language and such, which is Quebec. Do we have anybody from Quebec here? Okay, can we give her a big hand? I know they've been waiting. I know Quebec, they've been waiting for Riman to launch into their market. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know, we're officially covering every area of North America, every city of North America, now adding Quebec, August 10th, which is just this coming Monday. That this coming Monday, Quebec is open for business. You could go to Riman.com and you could go to Canada and you will be able to see the French language option for our website. And you could start signing people up, register customers as well as planners, and start ordering products and start shipping products to Quebec starting Monday. Many of the Canadian leaders been waiting for this. Can we give them a big hand and congratulate them for the expansion to complete our North America expansion? Latin America. Last year, April, we started with our first country in Latin America, in Mexico. And this year, we continue the Latin America expansion by launching Chile and Peru and Colombia recently in past couple months of time. And we have announced that we're going to be launching Costa Rica and Ecuador, which we're in the process of. We just had great Latin America tour, our very first official event in Chile, and we had so many great energy and leadership in Chile. We have some leaders visiting from Chile. Can we give them a big hand? All of you that are visiting from Chile, we welcome you to Riman community. And also we had a powerful event in Peru. I know we had a powerful event in Peru with Mr. Oscar, who's going to be recognized as a director this afternoon. We have our first director from Peru here. Can we give Mr. Oscar and Peru a big hand? We welcome you to Riman community. And of course, we also entered into Colombia. We started our pre-launch in Colombia. If you're here from Colombia, can we hear you? Can I hear you if you're here from Colombia? And I have to tell you, Colombia leaders are absolutely champions. We had 700 seats prepared for our first Colombia event, but we had so many people that ended up showing up. We had to do another after event, back-to-back event in the same room. We had almost 1,000 people attend at our Colombia event. We had so many people became managers and senior managers and team leaders. But here's the crazy part. Launching Colombia, we faced more difficulties and some of the challenges, local challenges with regulations and things more difficult than most of the markets that we have entered into. And how many of you know that sometimes a curveball like that, a storm like that and challenging weather like that show up in life? How many of you agree with that? No one plans for it. Everybody prepares to avoid those situations. But we went through some challenging times in Colombia. But I truly believe that in the fact that if you look at the history, tough situations never last. Just tough people do. And only way you become tough people is for you to go through tough situations. And I have so much respect for all the leaders in Colombia because they are some of the finest, strongest, toughest leaders that I have ever seen as we have entered into these 18 countries. And I want to let you know that they've been so patient. They've been so grateful. Their mindset and attitude and their leadership's been amazing. And they've been waiting for this moment a long time for us to start locally shipping products in Colombia. And I know we've been waiting every day for this good news, but I am here to share with you the good news that is happening starting this Tuesday, August 11th. We're going to be shipping. We're going to start having local shipping in Colombia on August 11th, Tuesday. Can we give Colombia leaders one more big hand? I know some of you don't understand, but it's an emotional moment for them. They've been waiting for this moment for past few months of time. And I know they've already achieved so many incredible things, but this is just the beginning. And I believe 5 times, 10 times bigger things are going to happen out of Colombia in short amount of time. We just started our pre-launch of Costa Rica just a couple of weeks ago on July 20th. And we just shipped our first batch of products last Friday on August 7th. So Costa Rica pre-launch is going to continue until August 30th to be the first month of business in Costa Rica, with first commission being paid out in Costa Rica on September 15th. And also we have our next market being prepared right now, which is the Ecuador. Anybody excited about Riman expanding into Ecuador? Well, I think she's from Ecuador. We got Ecuador expansion is starting. Pre-launch begins on September 15th. And all the way, we're going to start shipping products in Ecuador September 30th. September 15th through October 31st will be first month business for the pre-launch, with our first commission being paid out in Ecuador on November 13th, which we're really excited about. Who's excited about European expansion for Riman? Riman, at the end of last year, just entered into our started the European expansion project. In short amount of time, past couple of months, already this year, we have launched Spain and Ireland and Italy. And we are preparing right now for the third quarter to expand further into Europe in France and Romania and Germany. And I could tell you in short amount of time already in Ireland, and Spain and Italy, we have thousands of customers absolutely loving the experience with Riman and loving our products and our opportunity. Just a few weeks ago, we were in Madrid, Spain, and we had our very first event in Spain. It was so powerful. And I know we have some leaders from Spain here. If you're here from Spain, can we hear you? Can we give them a big hand? They traveled far, all the way from Spain to be here. And their leadership is amazing. We already have many senior managers and team leaders working in the marketplace, and we truly appreciate their leadership. And also we expanded into Italy. We had our very first event in Italy recently, and we are seeing great growth and opportunity in Italy as well. And third quarter, we'll be expanding into France. Anybody excited about Riman opening up France? Anyone? Can you imagine one day, as you're focused on building in your city, your state, your country, in the United States and Canada, but one day, somehow in your team, somebody introducing someone and that person happens to be from France. Or maybe they have family member in France. So can you imagine one day having business partners in Paris and their business grows so big, it's doing so well, that they ask you to come support them and come do an event with them and spend some time with them in France. Can you imagine one day that because you have such a big team in France, because you have so much volume happening in Paris and you have so many leaders there that you have to, you feel obligated to fly to Paris and do a K-pop event looking out the window of Eiffel Tower. You know, having dinner with your leaders. Just feeling obligated to have some incredible French food. How many of you think that's going to be exciting? I mean, to France, I know many people are anticipating big things to happen there. France is going to be third quarter. Romania and Germany are all going to be third quarter. Same date, September 9th is when the pre-launch is going to begin. September 9th through October 31st will be the first month of business for November to be the first commission payout in the marketplace. If you're excited about France and Romania and Germany, let's give a big hand clap and show appreciation to Chairman An and Mr. Huang for making this opportunity happen and this expansion to happen. Now, many of you may be thinking, but I'm born and raised in the United States. I've never left the country. I don't have a passport. What does that have anything to do with me? Anytime Riman adds a product, anytime Riman adds a country to the expansion portfolio, I want to let you know that you didn't do anything different, but the company you decided to get involved in, your opportunity just got bigger. Anytime company launch products, anytime company launch more countries, your opportunity is getting bigger and bigger because it's not just about what you do, it's about what happens in your team that will connect you to bigger opportunities within Riman community. We also have further Asia Pacific expansion happening in 2026. We're going to be launching Australia on fourth quarter of 2026. I know some people, I actually met some people, they told me they're from Australia. If you're from Australia, can I hear you? Can we give them a big hand for traveling all the way from Australia to be here? And also, we're going to be expanding into Thailand in the fourth quarter of 2026. And I could tell you, currently, 4 years ago, think about this. 4 years ago, Riman was just in one country. Today, we're in 18 countries. At the end of this year, we plan to be operating in 24 countries. And this is just the beginning, folks. In the next 4 to 5 years of time, the Riman has a clear vision and roadmap to expand into over 50 countries by 2030, which simply means more opportunities and truly being able to bring these incredible products, the best K-beauty solution there is, into all the places around the world, we have an opportunity to participate and grow and expand together. Now, with that, yes, of course, the products and the system and the community is the reason why it could start. But what's sustaining and what is making the business strong is our unique Riman business model. You know, in past 3.5 years of time, I appreciate Riman's chairman and our chief sales officer and corporate team so much because they focus on how what we have is good. How do we make it better? How do we make it better? How do we make it better? And you can see that throughout our products. You can see that throughout our operation. You can see that throughout our compensation. And if you've been around for the past couple of years since we started Riman North America, how many of you agree all the enhancements that company's been adding for us for the last 3 years of time has made our opportunities stronger, made our compensation more attractive, made our compensation even more appealing and more balanced, and where we could create not just short-term success, but we could truly create short-term and long-term success and start building the foundation for legacy company and legacy opportunity. You know, and our current opportunity, you know, our compensation plan has already produced so many leaders and produced so many success stories all over so many countries globally in Riman community. Just in North America alone, we already have so many directors and senior directors and national directors that are achieving and experiencing higher level of unlocking more portions of the compensation in Riman opportunity. How many of you plan to be on that board and with one of the, with directors? How many of you plan to get your picture on directors and above the board up there in near future? And you know, today, this afternoon, we're going to be seeing a new national director and seeing our 7th national director outside of Korea, Miss Karen Kong. She's going to be promoted to national director this afternoon. We get to hear her story today. And we already have 7 national directors. With so many directors and so many senior directors and so many national directors, and already our opportunity and our compensation providing so much success for everybody. But how many of you plan to make your Riman business multiple times bigger than what it is right now? Can I see your hand? How many of you already have ideas and plans in your mind to grow your business 2 times bigger, 5 times bigger, 10 times bigger in next 2 to 5 years of time? Can I see your hands? Because Riman as a company is thinking just like you. We are in sync. We have same direction and vision, and we're united to go out there and make that a reality. Because Riman plans to be even bigger. And we're seeing so many people already on a run to be directors and senior directors and national directors. Because we plan to be bigger. What if company creates even additional opportunity on top of it for many of you big thinkers that are planning to take your business to next level, even bigger than what it is right now? What if above and beyond what we already have? What if on top of what we already have right now, for those of you big thinkers, those of you that are planning to build your business 5 times, 10 times bigger, what if we add another rank on top of national director? For those of you that are thinking above and beyond, those of you that are planning to build your business even bigger than you have ever had before long term, and add a position called executive director. Those of you sitting up from, stop looking back, okay? Next slide is for me to look at, not for you to look at. You only look at this screen. Because, you know, I have current slide, I have next slide, so I know how to prepare, and everybody up here is like, All right, so on top of the national director, let me ask you a question. How many of you plan to be a director in Riman one day, by show of hands? How many of you one day plan to be a senior director in Riman? How many of you one day plan to be a national director in Riman? Now, here's the thing. Now, some people are like, hey, I did it in 1 year, 2 years. Can I tell you something? If it took you 2 years to become national director, is it worth it? What if it took you 5 years to become a national director? Would it be worth it? What if it took you 10 years to become a national director? Would it be worth it? I mean, the truth is, if it took you 15 years to become a national director and create residual income that could change your life and your family's life forever, would it be worth it? Yes or no? Yes, of course. And the opportunity, with all the expansion and all the growth that's happening in Riman, I want all of you, I know many of your planners and managers and senior managers. It's not about where you are now. I want you to think about where you plan to be 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And Riman is adding this rank of executive director above and beyond national director. For all of you, as you build your business 5 times, 10 times bigger in the future, for you to have even more rewards on top of what you have right now. Now, how do you become an executive director? This is for big thinkers. This is for people that are planning to build a huge business in Riman. To become an executive director, it will be 5 million SP with 2 national director legs, 2 senior director legs, 2 director legs of 6 leadership legs that you develop and you help develop to achieve great success in your team. This is the ultimate success in Riman opportunity that we're adding. Now, is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to take time? Yes. But is it going to be worth it? Absolutely. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I promise you it'll be worth it. Let me tell you what you will receive as a reward for becoming an executive director and building Riman opportunity with us in next 5 years and more, for us to become a multi-billion-dollar #1 K-beauty brand around the world. When you become an executive director, on top of the current director to national director leadership override, which directors in their whole organization of director open group, unlimited levels on top of the regular compensation, they currently earn 2% leadership override. Senior directors get up to 3% leadership override. National directors currently get up to 4% in leadership override. But on top of that, when you become an executive director, everybody in your organization, your executive director open group, you're going to be receiving additional 1%. So now you could earn up to 5% in your director open group, up to 5% in leadership override. Now, some of you are like, what does that mean? Just think about this. 5 million SP, but let's just use BP as an example. Let's just say it was 5 million BP. Do you know what 1% extra of 5 million is? 1% of 5 million is extra 50,000. Now, just think about this. By adding this position, when you achieve it, I promise you, it's when you achieve it, matter of time. When you achieve it, for those of you that are big thinkers and big leaders that are planning to build big business, when you achieve that volume, when you achieve that level of business, now this position being added simply means just from this one category, it's extra 50,000 in commission. How many of you think that's powerful? Now think about this. This is just one part of it. Here's the second part of it. Currently, we have what's called revenue share program regionally. We have one revenue share program, 1% of America, 1% of Europe, 1% of Asia, excluding Korea. That all the directors get to earn points. Senior directors, national directors, they earn points, and we take 1% and we divide it up between all the qualifiers based on their points, and they get it as a bonus of a revenue share. And this is operating as a regional revenue share. Now, for executive directors, you're going to be removed from the director regional revenue share. And you're going to have a category of your own, only between executive directors. And it won't be a regional, it will be a global revenue share, only for people that achieve executive directors. We'll take a whole global revenue, including America, including Asia, including Europe, excluding Korea, and we'll take 1% of the total global revenue, and it will be divided up based on points for all the qualified executive directors that are participating. Now just think about this. If company is doing a billion a year, 1% would be how much? A billion, let's just use all BP as an example, okay? Billion BP in a year means $10 million that will be paid extra for the global revenue share participants. Now, like I told you before we started talking about this, this is for big thinkers. This is for big thinkers. Ask the person sitting next to you, are you a big thinker? Ask the other person next to you, do you want to be a big thinker? For those of you big thinkers, think this with me for a second. At Riman, we don't have any executive directors yet. This is probably going to take a little bit of time. Now, I could tell you, the national director, like Mr. Timmer and Mr. Chris Kim, some of you are like, 5 million SP, is that even possible before I die? I want to let you know, they've already done it many times. Now, there's some portion of it they have to bill, and Mr. Steve Hyun, National Director, already done more than 5 million SP. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely possible. National Directors are already achieving close to or those volumes already. So yes, it's gonna take some time, but no one is there yet. Can you imagine being one of the first executive director in the program? And you're participating and getting paid in global revenue share, just with couple people, just with few people in what's happening globally. Just think about that for a second. How big do you think that's going to be? And that's the opportunity that all of you could participate in long-term in Riman opportunity. Now, on top of that, there's more. One of the most powerful things about our program is the new compensation that got added, which is called leadership matching bonus. And currently the leadership matching bonus, which all the leaders that are developing leaders are so proud of, then they love the rewards by leadership development. And currently, when you become a team leader, you get 3 generations. Director gets 4 generations. Senior director gets 5 generations. And national director gets 6 generations of leadership match bonus for leaders earning great commission in the program. Helping other people to win, and you receive a percentage as a bonus. When someone becomes an executive director, when you become an executive director, ladies and gentlemen, companies adding another generation of 7 generations of leadership match bonus when you become an executive. You know what that means? When you become an executive director, all the leaders that you promote and they earn commission, you're getting 40%, 20%, 10%, and 5%, all the way down to 7 generations by helping people to win, and you get a percentage bonus for helping them to win. If you think this is absolutely crazy, and you could tell that where Chairman An and Mr. Hwang and Riman is thinking is so clear that this company will become a multi-billion-dollar company in near future. If you could see that by company adding this position to reward the right leaders that wants to think big and participate big and build big to make it happen. Let's give them a big hand and show them appreciation for adding even more compensation, to our Riman business model.
Executive director compensation. Now, if you are good at retail, that means your retail, now you could get 45 to 55% on your personal customers. It means now the leadership override is on your director open group is 5%, and your senior director open group is 3%. Your national director open group is 2%, and your executive open group is 1%. Global revenue share that you're going to be able to participate with the leadership match bonus, adding 7th generation. It is making your opportunity even bigger. And now with this, it makes your opportunity in Riman even bigger. And I could tell you the path of Riman becoming a multi-billion-dollar company and helping more people around the world to experience our heritage and our products is more clear than ever before. If you're excited about this, give yourself and give your future self a big round of applause. Now, we are at our Las Vegas convention, and I know many of us, when we leave Las Vegas and go back to our home marketplaces, we're going to be bringing fire. We're going to be bringing good news. We're going to be bringing momentum. But Riman wanted to make sure that you go home with full of momentum and make this month, August, the best month you had yet since you started your Riman opportunity. So here's some exciting announcements for you. I know currently right now in the month of August, we have a fast start promotion. For anybody that signs up anybody that starts their Riman opportunity in August and become a senior manager in first 30 days, you get a $300 bonus, and the sponsor is gonna get $200 bonus. That's the current promotion that's happening right now. But because we're in Las Vegas and we're celebrating this convention and we're gonna go home with so much momentum, that company has decided for August, instead of $300, we're gonna be advancing this and upgrading it to $500 bonus. For people that start in the month of August and they become a senior manager in first 30 days, you will receive $500 bonus, and the sponsor is going to get $200 bonus. If you're excited about that, let's give that a big hand. How many of you are gonna help many people to become senior managers in the next 30 days? On top of that, I know many of us yesterday and today already thinking, already messaging people, already planning out people to get together with soon as we get home. I know many of us are already talking to people that you're going to introduce Riman to and recruit. And to help you do that even more successfully, on top of this, we got another convention momentum bonus that company is going to add, which is in the month of August. If you sponsor 3 new planners that does over 1,000 SP personal volume, company will give you additional $500 bonus just for going out there and referring 3 new business partners in the month of August and help them to start their business successfully with 1,000 SP personal volume achieved by at the end of the month. You know what that means? If I could sponsor 3 people this month and help them to get their 1,000 SP, I'll get my $500 bonus. And if I help them to become a senior manager, they get a $500 bonus, and you get $200 bonus on top of that $500, and you could get that. You could get 200, 200, 200, which simply means now you got $1,100 bonus just for doing something you want to do anyways. If you could see ideas on how you could use this to go home and build momentum and help more people to get involved in your team in Riman Opportunity, let's give our appreciations, applause to our chairman and our CSO for providing these opportunities and promotions. Now let's recap a little bit about upcoming products that's going to be launched in September. How many of you are excited about the microfluidizer concentrate? I don't know what we call it in America. In Korea, they call it panda eyes. You guys know panda eyes? You know, dark circle, wrinkles. Any of you get concerned about these? I just tried this for the first time a couple of days ago. It feels amazing. I can't wait for us to really market this. This is something that I don't know about you. I've never seen this. I've never even heard anybody talk about something like this. And the results of this, just like Miss Betty Perez talked about earlier, this is super cool. I cannot wait for this to launch. And I know these things are launching in September. September 1st is the date that it's going to launch. Microfluidizer concentrate. Anybody excited about the Ready and Some Experience kit? Isn't this absolutely beautiful? This miniature bottle just looks just like the full size, which is gonna be super cool. I know everybody's gonna love. And I know the butter lip liner, that product, I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't tried it yet. There is a high possibility at the next convention that you're gonna see me with a little bit of lip liner and the eyeshadow, eyeliner, who knows, we'll see. And we're excited about that. And of course, the Botalab travel kit that is coming soon. So now with all of that, Riman has prepared the Riman convention packages that starts now and that's good until tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. Now, this is really cool because if Riman convention packages, number one, is going to give you early access. These products are launching September 1st, but Riman convention packages will give you early access to the new products that's supposed to launch in September, included in these convention packages. And also, the travel point, listen carefully, remember the Bahamas? The travel point that we talked about earlier, the travel points are usually only given to the sponsor, but it's for the purchaser and the sponsor, both could receive travel points only during the Riman convention packages. So with this, we got 3 packages prepared for you. First one is called the Beauty Collection. The Beauty Collection is going to include ICD makeup products and Botalab hand wash and hand cream exclusive products. And it's going to include 2 new lip liners included in the package. Value of $391 worth of product, only for $333 for 300 SP and 200 BP and 15 travel point for the purchaser and the sponsor. This is going to be available and give you early access to the lip liner. Second one is going to be Radiance Collection. Now, as you know, the Radiance line we just launched, which everybody absolutely loves. It's usually only available in the essence and the cream. It's only available individually. For convention special, we have a set. It's a special box with all 3 products of the Radiance in a box with our cleansing products, and it's going to include the Radiance Experience Kit, and also going to include this Radiance concentrate. And this is $599 value worth of products for $555 at 500 SP and 333 BP with 25 travel point for the purchaser and the sponsor for this Riman Convention Package Radiance Collection. The third package that we're going to have available starting now until tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. is the Ultimate Collection. The Ultimate Collection is going to include a variety of products, and it's $1,895 value, and you could access for only $1,667, 1,500 SP, 1,000 BP, and 75 travel point for the sponsor and the purchaser. Remember, you only need 1,000 travel point for you to qualify. And if you could help 10 people to purchase this, do you know that that's 750 travel points? If you help 10 people to purchase this that are directly sponsored by you, that's 750 travel points. You're already almost there to going to the Bahamas. So this is going to be amazing, and this will, of course, give you the Radiance Experience Kit. It will give you the Radiance Concentrate, and it will also give you the lip liner, and it will give you access to all the new products that's coming in September on here, which is going to be very exciting. Anybody excited about the convention packs? Now, some of these may be limited supplies. So yes, time is supposed to be until 11:59 p.m. tomorrow night, but it is possible that some of them may sell out prior to. So here's what I recommend. I would not recommend that you wait. You know, how many of you agree that many people want to do things, want to get things, but they wait and procrastinate and they regret later after missing out the opportunities all the time? How many of you agree many times in life people have habit of waiting and people have habit of procrastinating, and because of it they miss out some of the biggest opportunities come their way? With Make Difference Weekend, making things different this weekend, I want to encourage you to start a new habit of doing things first minute instead of doing things last minute. Not thinking that you have more time. I just got to do it at 11:58 p.m. tomorrow night. I want to encourage you to do it right away. Anytime opportunity comes, you take it right away. Anytime there's an opportunity to talk to someone, don't wait, do it right away. These convention packages are very special. It's the early access to the new products in September, and it's the best way to collect more travel points for you to qualify for Bahamas. Let's do it right away. Tell the person sitting next to you, let's do it right away. Let's do it right away. Let's do it right away. Let's take advantage of the convention packages. This afternoon, after the lunch break, we have director promotions, senior director promotion, national director promotion, and we got some incredible trainings, and we have a special message from Mr. Huang that we're going to be hearing this afternoon as well. Have a great lunch, everyone. We'll see you after lunch. Give yourselves a big hand. God bless.